Most people think that packing for a holiday is as simple as stuffing a few bits of clothing into a bag, often leaving it to the very last minute. In the mad rush to get out the door, they often forget to pack the things they do need, instead packing everything they don't. Well, that used to be me. But I learned my lesson, thankfully, on my 40th birthday of all things. I arrived in Bali with a suitcase full of sweatshirts, 2 pairs of jeans, 3 business shirts, 1 pair of underwear, and no toothbrush. Oh, and all to last me for 2 weeks. Since then, I've learned to pack responsibly. And it's actually just become a habit now. It sounds like a lot of effort, doesn't it? Well, it is. But if you're traveling overseas and don't know where your local Kmart or Zara is, it's well worth the effort, if only to save you time and money, and the hassle of having to replace everything you didn't pack. Speaking of time, money and effort, let's get packing. Hey, thanks for hanging out. In 5 days, my partner and I head to Ireland for 11 nights to see family, with a stopover in Thailand for 3 nights on our way home. So, this trip's going to be a little tricky in terms of climate. I'm going to have to plan for the 8-degree weather in Ireland, as well as the 30-degree heat of Thailand. Easy? Sure. Let's get into it. So, have you organised your itinerary for your trip yet? If not, you better get onto that. Well, after watching this video, of course. Your itinerary or run sheet is what will dictate what goes in your suitcase, the quantities of what you pack, and even the order of what gets packed. Our itinerary in Ireland will include a wedding, a niece's christening, and dinners with friends and family. Our Bangkok itinerary will consist of a cultural tour of temples, shopping in a few of the designer malls, checking out some of the famous markets, a boat tour, and a few fancy-smancy dinners. So obviously, I'll need to pack for 2 different climates, but I'll also need to consider the cultural aspect of our itinerary. I say that because different cultures expect a different type of dress when visiting their sacred spaces, like wearing a sarong when visiting a temple in Bali. So most importantly, don't forget to research the cultural customs and traditions of your destinations, if only to save you booking a tour and being turned away on one of the tour stops. That's right. After reviewing your itinerary, it's time to clean out your closet. Well, pull out everything you're going to want to take with you. I like to lay everything out in front of me, so I can see exactly what I've got, and also what I don't got. Also, a little tip, don't forget to pull out the shoes you want either. So once I've got all my clothes out in front of me, including the accessories I want to take, I'll step away from it for the next day or 2, and just keep adding to it over the next few days. Even if it looks like nothing is going to fit, I'll still keep adding to the pile, and just cull things later. Once I've got everything together, it's time for the real work. Quickly, if you like the look of my luggage set, I got it from July. Apparently, they're the lightest bags in the world. If you're interested, stay till the end and I'll give you a quick overview of them. Now, with the itinerary in mind, I'll start packing the stuff I need to for Thailand first, because those clothes will just sit in my suitcase until we get to Thailand. As a general rule of thumb, I'll aim to pack enough underwear for every day of my trip and half the socks, plus 5 pairs of long pants or jeans, 5 pairs of shorts, some sweatshirts, jumpers and jackets, depending on the climate, and enough t-shirts to cover half the time of your trip. Just a tip, make sure you have a few plain neutral coloured t-shirts. These can be worn with anything. Also, if you're just as anally retentive as me, you probably would have already tried your outfits on and chosen them for each specific occasion listed on your itinerary. But obviously, that's just something I would do. Next, I'll start layering everything else with the smaller items of clothing, remembering to roll as much of my clothes as possible, like t-shirts. These can be put in any gaps and can fill any small spaces you might have. I'll then move on to the big stuff, starting with pants and jeans, collared shirts, sweatshirts, jumpers, And finally, jackets. So now, here's where you can get creative. If things aren't quite fitting, what I usually do is pull out some of the t-shirts I'd rolled up and stuff them in any gaps to try and keep the compartment as flat as possible. Next, it's time to turn your attention to the top half of your case. This is where all your shoes will go. I'll usually pack 3 pairs of sneakers, including a pair that I can wear casually, as well as to the gym, plus 1 pair of casual boots or lace-ups. Because I'm heading to Thailand this time, I'm also going to pack a few pairs of sandals. They can be stuffed anywhere. You've probably noticed by now that I've left the small items like undies, socks and accessories unpacked. Well, that's because I can stuff these into any openings of my shoes. It also doubles as shoe inserts, which help keep the shape of your shoes. Now I've packed all the major items into my largest suitcase, I'll fill my toilet bag with everything I'm going to need, and for the next 24 hours or so, I'll just grab anything I need to use on a daily basis straight out of my toilet bag. It's now time to fill my carry-on. Here, I'll just pack any clothing overflow into my smaller case, including any travel-sized toiletries I might want to use during the trip. I might also decide to put my underwear in here because they don't weigh much. If I'm not checking in my smaller case, I'll also put any electronics, external battery chargers and laptops in here. Just remember, you'll need to pull them out at customs, so pack them closer to the top or pull them out ahead of time. Before you close the packing chapter, don't forget to weigh your bags to save you the hassle and time and money of getting to check-in and being way over your weight limit. This little nifty contraption is a portable digital travel scale. I got mine from Amazon for $14 when they weren't a thing. Now Kmart has them for $9, FYI. Now you're ready to venture off into the world. Knowing whatever thrills and spills life throws at you, you'll be able to pull something out of your bag. Literally. Oh, also, not sure if you noticed, but those jackets I couldn't fit into my bag, well, I'm wearing them to the airport. Now that's my half-century hack for you. Happy travels! Hey, I remember I mentioned I was going to talk to you about my little suitcases that I got from July. They're amazing, actually. Apparently, these are the lightest suitcases in the world, so we'll find out, huh? But anyway, so these are them. I got them from July in the galleries in Sydney, and they're actually really good suitcases. They're very, very light. So I got the trunk and the carry-on version. So this is the trunk here, and obviously the carry-on version. Okay, the good thing about July actually is that you can get things personalized. So as you can see, I've got my initials right here. It's pretty wanky, but you know, that's me, wanky. Anywho, so this is the carry-on. It comes with, obviously, you've got the locks, so you can lock them. Just set your pin there. And they open very, very easily. So let me open this one for you. So here, you just push the buttons down, and to lock it, obviously just push the buttons down like that. Let's get into it. So this is the carry-on, and it's pretty huge. So you can fit quite a bit of stuff in that. Comes obviously with the top part, and it's got this cool little pocket here. And obviously these unclip at the top, and you've got a lot more space in there. The good thing about the July suitcases as well is that they all come with this little pouch which houses the laundry bag. So you obviously put bathers and your dirty clothes, dirty laundry in there. And stuff it back in your carry-on. So it's just a matter of clipping these back together, just like that, and like so. In the bottom, obviously you've got the clip, but this one's a good one because it's got the, you can make it smaller just by pulling that strap. Stuff your clothes in there, and it comes with this top bit so that you can put it over your clothes as well. And on the top bit of that, it's also got the pouch, so you can stuff a lot more stuff in there as well. I actually use my carry-on to just probably carry my shoes and underwear and socks if I have any. It's just lighter, and I don't have to stuff my main suitcase with that kind of stuff. So that's really the carry-on. There's just one more thing about the carry-on, this carry-on in particular. It comes with a power pack. So you can actually buy these from July separately, but you've actually got to order them because they don't stock them in stores. But the power pack goes here. Push it down to pull it out. And just like that. So it's got a little power pack. It's got USB-C. It's got a USB charger. Yeah, and you just charge it and pop it back in there for when you're running low on battery with your phones or iPad and that sort of thing. Just click it closed like that. I have to warn you though, if you're going to check in this, which I learnt the hard way, you've got to remove the power pack because the baggage handlers will remove the power pack and dispose of it because obviously they don't allow any ion type batteries in the cargo holds of airplanes anymore. So I learnt that the hard way and I had to replace this by ordering a new battery. So that is the carry-on. It's cool, huh? I love the handle as well. So easy to get up and down. And these things glide across the ground just so simply, like that. Simple, huh? Okay, let's get right to the trunk. The trunk's a little bit different because it's not a normal size suitcase. It's probably about an 85 litre sized trunk, and it's actually really is a trunk. As you can see, it's a rectangular shape, but it is very cool. And again, I got my initials put on them just because. So check out this inside. Look how much space there is. That's amazing, huh? So you can fit so much stuff in there, and you can actually fit a little bit more than a large size suitcase worth of clothes in here and shoes. I think it's because it's just the shape and the deepness of it that you can do that. But yeah, and again, on the inside comes with obviously the little flap to go on top of the clothes, and obviously an extra pouch to put all your stuff in there. Pretty cool, huh? Good thing about that, when you pop that down on top of all your clothes, you can then buckle it up. God, I'm getting a workout here. Buckle it up like so, and then just pull the strap to tighten it on top of your clothes. And now for the piece de resistance, the little wash bag that comes with it. Well, actually it doesn't come with it, but I asked for it free. And I'm sure they're pretty much will do that for you, depending on how much you spend. We spent probably on my luggage alone, it was about $800, which I think is well worth it. But I asked for a free toilet bag, which is actually huge, and you can fit quite a bit of stuff in there. And look at that. Amazing, huh? Look, all that space. Cool, huh? And so all the wet stuff obviously goes up here. You can zip it up. You've got little compartments on the sides to put stuff in. It comes with a little wet pouch for your toothbrush, toothpaste, and everything like that. But I fit everything I need in here, from hairspray, gel, toothbrushes, razors, creams, moisturizers, everything. So everything actually fits in there. So it's very handy to have, and I'd recommend, if you do get the chance, try and negotiate them to get it for free. And just last but not least, obviously, you get all these instructions that come with the suitcase. Very handy to have. Last but not least, obviously, they give you the charging cable for your little external hard drive. Sorry, external charger. Plug that in. It's just a USB to USB-C charger. And they also give you the USB to mini USB-C, which is also very handy. The other good thing about this luggage set is that every bag they give you this little spot sponge, they call it. And this is so handy to clean for when you want to clean your luggage. I've actually used it a few times because I like to have clean luggage. But you just wet it and wipe it over the marks. Very handy. But you can also buy these in Coles. So I get them for Coles, and you can actually use them on everything, like your walls, benches, tables, for any marks, scuff marks. I actually use them on my vinyl shoes. So I've got white shoes. So if I need to wipe off a black stain or a black skid mark, I said skid mark. If you have to wipe up a mark, just wet it, put it on your shoe, scrubs away just like that. So that's the July luggage. If you've got any questions, like feel free to leave me a comment or a question in the comment section. If you want to subscribe or send me a message, please feel free to do so. Happy to help, happy to answer any questions that you've got. And this is the July luggage. Cool. See you soon.